Hello guys, I would like to speak about the Georgia guidestones because these stones are the foundations of many conspiracy theories. Some people think that the Georgia guidestones is the Ten Commandment of the Antichrist. Let's see if the Georgia guidestones are really the Ten Commandment of the Antichrist. The first line: maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. I think this is absolutely reasonable. Many persons think that the world getting overpopulated. Personally, I think the same. And this is the following reason. In 2017, a study were made by the United States Geological Survey, and they say that they discovered that on the earth there is more farmland than before they thought. So this is a good news. It says around 8.87 billion hectare farmland is available for humanity. So this is good. Right now is around 7.8 billion person living on the planet. So this means that around 0.24 hectare land belong to each person. Let's say that each family has 4 persons. Then this is around 0.9 hectare farmland. This is not much for a family, but you have to keep in mind that we have to leave place for nature also. We cannot use all the farmlands because where are we gonna put the animals? And I'm not a scientist. I have no idea how many place need for the nature. Maybe 50%, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. So let's take example that 50% goes for nature and 50% for humanity. That means that 0.45 hectare farmland stay for one family. This is really not much. So this is the reason why I think that the first guideline is good, is reasonable, that we really should depopulate the world. I don't know if it's necessary to depopulate till 500 million, but one thing I know, those people who made these guidelines, they had much better information than me, because they are rich people and they seriously did some studies and investigation, I think, because they spent a lot of money to make this monument there. And if you think, the first guideline says only to keep humanity under 500 million. They didn't said how you should achieve this goal. But people instantly jump into the conclusion that they're coming a worldwide genocide. And yes, if you look around what's happening right now in the world, maybe it's true that the worldwide genocide is the way how they want to reach this goal. And if you see the climate change, a lot of persons start panicking. And when people are panicking, a lot of times they do bad decisions. Fortunately, CO2 can reduce just like this. But the people don't know. How is it possible? I will discuss this with you in another video. Now just let's stick to the Georgia guidestones. So the first guideline is only telling us to keep people under 500 million. The second guideline, guide reproduction wisely. This is also a good, reasonable guideline. because we should really pay attention how many child we gonna have in the future. Otherwise, maybe we're gonna end up in the same way like in the history, those people who extinct on the Easter Islands. The third guideline is to unite the nations with one living language. I think this is also not a bad idea. The fourth rule is rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. This is also a reasonable, logical guideline, I think. The fifth one, protect people and nations with fair laws and justice and just courts. What's wrong with this? The sixth one, let all nations rule internal, resolving external disputes in a word court. This can be a little bit confusing because they might be think that there will be one word government. I don't know. And I don't know how they're planning to develop this plan. Okay, the seventh guideline, avoid petty laws and useless officials. Yeah, I think everyone have enough of the bureaucracy. So there's nothing wrong with this guideline. Balance personal rights with social duties. I also have no problem with this. Christ, truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite is also okay, I think. Be not cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. This is also a reasonable guideline. I do not see why people think that this is the guideline of the Antichrist. So, if you know what is the problem with these guidelines, tell me, because I don't see any problem. The problem, what I can see, is the way how you understand to reach these goals. That can be a problem if you are panicking and you make bad decisions. But these goals can be reached in a humanitarian way. It's up to us how we will develop, how we reach these goals. Thank you for your attention, and I want to see what is your opinion about the guidelines. Just one more thing, guys. I said it wrongly, the amount of the farmlands. The correct number is 1.87 billion hectare.